on your phone, go to YouTube and join me on my live stream. So I'm on Cointelegraph News right now, and we're gonna get some people to join up. All right, yeah, I'm just getting all this right so we can talk about the crypto news. Okay. All right. So the spiel. I'll just say this just to get warmed up on that. Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. We are going to talk about okay. Okay. We got this, we got this. We got chat. Okay. That's the chat by me. And then we got the crypto news coming in. And then we have the YouTube. Okay, say hi in the chat. Okay, yep, hey. I see you, BTC, brother. Alright. And then we talk about, because we talk about the crypto news and how everything's happening in the crypto market right now, and especially happening with charting and everything that's like that. So we have Telegraph news, okay, and then also I'm going to pull up Telegram charts, because we have Telegram charts here, which are rocking out on Telegram charts. And I'm going to bring up the charts from that. Okay, double tap the screen. Do like this. Double tap the screen, double crap the screen. Alright, so this is the Bitcoin chart on the 1 hour. Okay. And you can see, wow, yeah, above the 50 EMA. Okay. Above the 50 EMA on that one. Alright, so yep, we got that double tap on there. And we got you guys rocking out on the Bitcoin, okay? Alright, so we have that. Okay, yes, mad love and respect. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin right now. We're sitting at the 1 hour chart. And as you can see on the 1 hour chart, we are above moving averages right here, okay? So you can see that white line 200 moving average, and you know, purple line, which is a 50 moving average, and this is on the 1 hour time frame on the chart, and we're on the weekend, so it's low liquidity for manipulation, and we're swinging up high towards that pivot zone. Okay, so what we're going to be looking for Okay, we're going to be looking for opportunities within this. All right. Okay. So we'll be looking for opportunities that are within this chart here. All right. So let me just go back here. That's the 1 hour, and then let me just go here to the daily chart so we can look real quick. Bitcoin on the daily, and then as you can see, Bitcoin on the daily, the 50 EMA is right below that 114. Okay, so that is a long-term swing where we can see them swing liquidity into those zones, right? Okay. So, I'm going to go down now to a 4-hour chart, okay, because it's on a Sunday and the Australia session will be starting, okay, between the daily open. So the 200 EMA 112,800 and the 800 EMA is at 108,800. But as you can see down there, the MACD, which is on the bottom, okay, that is actually pulling up, all right? So this is where I'm going to think about an entry, okay? And my entry would be, okay, so what I'm looking at now is the entry. We got this purple candle, okay? And the purple candle is moving downwards, okay? So if it touches the 110,800, okay, that is going to be an entry. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to a lower time frame, which is the 1 hour, okay? And you see that the 110,800 is sitting right at the psychological high. But right now on this 1 hour, we have a vector candle. So I'm going to go down to a little bit of a shorter time frame, 30 minute. Okay. And the 30 minute bounced down off that 50 EMA, which is that purple chart, and it's hitting it. So I think that we're going to hit right around the yesterday high. And then we'll see a pullback. But we do see the MACD turning up. So now I'm going to look at the 5-minute chart, which is immediate short term, and you see that the MACD is turning up. So this is what I'm going to pay attention to. You see that blue line right above, up at the top, okay? We're going to see on the 5-minute, okay, if we swing up to that, because then we get a rejection, then we know we're going to reject back down to those levels. So that's something that we'll be watching for as far as rejection back down to those levels, okay? Alright, and then when you can, after you do this, type in my video like different kind of like, hey, how's the line? It's just random retarded shit, okay? Shake it, let it cool down. Alright, so I need to share this stream. Yep, J&J, hey, yep, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yep, and the people that come in here that know me. Alright. We're going to be making this channel blow up. We're going to rearrange everything, and we're going to get this channel, and we're going to do a couple different things. We're going to do our crypto, so every day, we're going to set a time schedule, 1 hour of crypto management, portfolio management, charting. We're gonna do teaching sessions of basics, and then we'll have a Discord and a Telegram group of basic targets and stuff like that, and utilization. And then when we give out our referral code, you know, and I show everybody in our private groups the referral code, the money we make off of referral codes, okay, everybody that's premium, all right, and when we put the tweet out there, all right, we'll say like the first 50 people that respond to this tweet and prove that they're part of our private chat and use the referral code, we'll spread out that money we made off of referrals and give it back to the community, so that way we could do leverage trades together, all right? So we're gonna start doing short-term leverage trades each day at the open sessions, like New York Open, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then at Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. is the Sydney Open, which is the beginning of the market. And then you got Tokyo, and then you got the UK, all right? We're on the next 5-minute candlestick, all right? If we see this candlestick to shoot up, all right, which is that blue line above it, okay? That's what we were thinking is gonna happen, but right now it started out red. So if it pulls back down, you see that pink line with the line in the middle of it? If it taps that, okay, we'll go look at a longer time frame, okay? And then we'll be able to understand where can we enter into and utilize these 5-minute candle moves. But yeah, you see how it turned green? Fooled you, just like I said, boom, pulling up, okay? And then you can see, look, the MACD pulling up, okay? It's pulling up, pulling up. So what we're gonna see is coming close to that blue line, all right, which is a resistance area, okay? And then when the next candlestick starts, that's when we can start a short trade, okay, on that rejection back down to that 50 EMA, because yesterday high was that blue line. But if you see those wicks, those top of the wicks, or that red candle 2 candles ago, it hit the top of that candle. All right, so right now it's volatile and it's fluctuating because they're taking advantage of the low liquidity weekends. All right, and we watch the blockchain and the moves that they're making. Okay, so we saw some money move out of the exchanges, and then we saw some exchanges moving around, and then the way the option trades, yep, exactly right there. And we're using the hybrid system. That's the chart we're looking at, and I can explain more on that. If you want to learn more on that and you come in here, make sure you subscribe, drop a comment under some of the last videos and say, I want to know more about the hybrid system, okay? And then we're going to make a group with that, all right? And I want 3 moderators that are dedicated, okay, to learning the hybrid system, all right? And then I also use the leverage trading, okay? So right now we're looking at that. As you can see, it's moving up, okay? So you see that last candle, you see the top of that wick. It may hit the top of that wick and then reject, but if it goes above the top of that wick, okay, then we'll see that move towards the upside. The MACD's turning up. The MACD, which is on the bottom of the screen, as you can see, it's green, but it's a light green, okay? And then that blue line. Now, if we see that blue line start to turn down a little bit, we know that it hit its point and it's going to cool off. But if we still see it turning up a little bit, we know that we're going to see those fluctuations, okay? Now, let me go in here into the time frames, okay? And let's go to a 3-minute, okay? And now look at the 3-minute. You see that blue line up there? Okay, and now it's the 2 candlesticks ago, okay, hitting the top of that wick. We want to see if this candlestick blows past the top of that wick, okay, then we'll be expecting it to come up to that blue line. because this is the 3-minute immediate short term, okay? And if you don't want to use an exchange, all right, we can use, okay, Radium and on Solana blockchain to do leverage trading, and then we'll show you that. Okay, so look, we lost that candle back down to the beginning, all right, and you see that line, yellow line below that candle? So if we touch that yellow line and that yellow line turns down, because you see the MACD, the blue line starting to turn down a little bit, okay? So we see that start coming back towards that 50 EMA, which is that purple area. So the 50 EMA is the white line. That pink area that's above and below the 50 EMA is the area and the zones where they add or remove from the order books. Okay? So you can go back. See? MACD turned up a little bit. We're at the top of that candlestick. All right? Now we just blew past that top of that candlestick. We're into that next 3 minute. Okay? Now if we blow off top towards that, we're going to see a blow off. Okay? So it starts off red. Sometimes that's to do a little trap to fool you. Okay? And then we're looking at the MACD on the blue. All right? And we're paying attention to this. All right, so we're at the red touching almost the yellow line, and then let's go ahead and see what happens in between there. Okay, so the red hit and the MACD blue line turned towards the downside, so that means that that previous candle hit the top of that wick, and we could be seeing downward movement back towards that 50 EMA on a shorter time frame, okay, or that could be a shorter little trap, okay. So we'll see how far it moves down. If you look 3 candlesticks ago, that green candlestick, if we go down to that bottom and then we catch the next candlestick and it pops up green, okay, then that's trapping them, okay? And then we're also looking at the MACD, the blue and the gold line. If we see the blue line cross over the gold line, then we know that we're heading towards those lower areas for those trades, okay? So if anybody, okay, wants to go in this, we're going to make fresh Telegram channels, okay? So if anybody wants to make a fresh Telegram channel called Jay's Strategies, Trades and More, or however we can make it OG status, let me know, okay? You could drop a comment on here. And then you can also find me on X. It's at AVGuy9 on X. That's the account that I'm going to be using. All right. So right now I'm out here in Dubai and we're programming the AI across the AI systems. So like I said, look, so we caught that candlestick and you see that red line. If we tap that red line, and that blue line crosses over, we know we're going to be heading towards that 50 EMA, or this could be shaking out, okay, those scalps, okay? So this is what we're waiting for on a shakeout for scalps, all right? So this is the 3-minute chart. Now, let me go down to even shorter time frame chart, which is 1 minute, okay? Okay, so this is a 1-minute chart, okay? I want to pay attention, okay, on these next couple 1-minute candlesticks. All right, so this next 1-minute candlestick, okay, we got that. And then boom, you see that, okay? And these are on the 1-minute candlesticks, okay? I still have Eastern Standard Time set on my phone over here, because you got to use different SIM cards when you're in different countries. But you see that little yellow line below where the candlestick is that turned up a little bit, okay? And then if you look at the MACD, that blue line, if that blue line turns up and crosses over, and then right below those lines, you'll see those colors like the red, the dark red, the light, okay? If we see that smaller than the next one, there you go, bada boom, bada bang, like I told you. Okay, so we'll go to the 3-minute and we'll show you. Remember how I said, okay, now that vector candle, which is that really bright green one, we're at the top of that wick of that candlestick. It's either going to stay there or the next one's going to come in and pull back. Okay, so this is from the order I took when we were at the 50 EMA. This was my take profit 1 order because of that candlestick. Okay, but the next one is going to be where it says yesterday high. Why yesterday high? Okay, if we see that swing, okay, on that 3-minute, right? Okay, so this is on the 3-minute. All right, now let me go to the 5. Okay, okay, so that's on the 5. And we're checking the 5 here. Let me just check some of these patterns here on the 5. So the 5 ended up swinging down and it touched the 800, came up to the 200, had vector candles that shot it up above, which are the really bright ones. Okay, and then we rode some moving averages towards the upside, towards the yesterday high. Okay, which is where we hit in between the swinging from the yesterday highs on the weekend for Saturday. Okay, now we're into the next 5-minute candlestick. You can see the MACD, the blue, is still kind of turned up, but it looks like it's starting to catch an edge on it. Okay, so let's see if we tap that blue line, and then from the OG chat, when I told them to take the trade when we hit that down, I hope you guys took your take profit 1 when I just said it. Okay, so you guys got your take profit 1. Okay, and boom, there you go. We blew above that blue line, which was a yesterday high. Okay, so bada boom, bada bang. That was something that we wanted to see, and that is on that short-term scalp trade. So now we go to the longer term, which is a 30-minute chart. Now on the 30-minute chart, you can see where it says M4 vector zone. Now if we are going to see more steam coming towards the upside, okay, that is where we are going to, play that out, okay? So this is what we're going to be looking at here, all right? And so then this is basically what we're going to do is, so I flipped that, we hit that trade on that scalp trade, okay? So the next thing is going to be a setup on a next scalp trade, okay? So we're going to be going over to okay. Okay. All right. Okay. And right now we're on Solana. We have Bitcoin. And we have Ethereum, okay? So that's what we are utilizing for trades. Double tap that screen, okay? So that way we can see what the deal is with that. Double tap that screen. And we will know from there. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah, that was the perpetual trades that we have there. Okay. And then Solana. All right. Okay, so this is a. Okay, so this is the new account. Okay, that we have over here for Solana, Jupiter Perpetuals. Okay, portfolio, dashboard. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. And then we have this. Okay. And then we're going to, get into all that. All right. And then also the next thing that we're going to do is I will go to the, okay, we'll go to the prices. We'll be in the prices of, that chart chat. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is all the crypto prices right now. Okay, so I just needed to do something. Okay.